They are markers. They are monuments to let you know where you are and where you are going. If you take the street signs down, unless you know the community, you'll get lost. You'll end up in places that you did not want to be. It's important that we have these markers to remind us that God has brought us from a mighty long way. Okay, Reverend, that's well and fine. You done gave us this history lesson, but what does that have to do with us today? We lament the fact that we have a generation of young folks who just don't quite get it. We don't understand. You know, it tickles me when I hear folk talking about the other folk children. These children just won't act right. They don't know how to behave. They don't do that. And you know, and the thing is, it's true. Children will go to school to get up in the teacher's face. That's right. Got teachers scared. They so scared, school let out at 3:05, they off campus. They ain't gonna tarry. They ain't hanging around. You know, we're to the point now where we now have resource officers assigned to our schools. You know, we just call them police because that's what they are. We have put such an emphasis on testing that we have forgotten the important things that we need to educate them about. They know how to take tests. They know how to color the dots, and then they don't feel like coloring the dots. They just make patterns. Amen. We have lost our way. Why? Because we have not looked for the landmarks. We have not looked for the markers. We have not looked for those things that will help direct us on our way. We lament the fact that, we have all these burglaries in our community. Oh, what we going to do? Oh, somebody need to do something. Well, I know, don't send the letters, but I'm going to say it right now. They've been breaking in folks' houses in Tuskegee for the 21 years I done lived here. And some of y'all been here longer than me, and they've been breaking in folks' houses. I don't know why all of a sudden we've gotten alarmed. We know who they are. Yeah. You know it's Pookie and them's kids. If you don't know, go to McDonald's and get a cup of coffee. They'll tell you broke in your house. Police know who breaking in folks' houses. Amen. Well, if they know, why won't they do something about it? Well, because we have not done our part, because we don't have nowhere to put them. That's right. So we got juveniles running around here doing stuff because they know there is no penalty for whatever they do, whatever they say. And everybody's like, oh, what we going to do? Hey, I got some solutions. Well, Reverend, now how are you going to simplify this thing? It's not simple. It's not easy, but it worked, and it can work, and it will work if we all do what we're supposed to do to make it happen. See, the first thing that we got to do, folks, 3 things I'm going to leave with you. First thing that we have to do, we have to learn from the past, but we need to live for the future. Well, preacher, what are you talking about? Learn from the past. See, we have to look at what brought us safe thus far. See, we need to stop and find our monuments and go back and what do they mean to us? See, we have to go back and look at what brought us. You know, we were talking yesterday that when we were children, I know in my situation, when my mother went to missionary meeting on Monday night, and missionary meeting was from 7 to 9, and I know she had to catch the bus home, which meant she'd be home by 9:30. So, you know, I knew I could set clock on when Dorothy Jones was going to come walking up the street. But when she left orders that when the street light comes on, you need to be on the porch. The street light came on at 8:30. Now, a rational individual would think, well, if the street light come on at 8:30 and she ain't going to get home till 9:30, then I ought to be able to steal that hour in the street, right? Wrong. Because not only did she tell me to be on the porch, but she told everybody else on the block, Kenny need to be on the porch when the street lights come on. And if I didn't get on the porch when the street lights came on, she knew about it by the time she got home. I don't know how, but somebody would drop that bug saying that boy wasn't where he was supposed to be. Mama who told, ain't none of your business who told. You weren't where you were supposed to be.
That's right.
Discipline just wasn't a family affair. It was a community affair.
That's right.
And I know folks are sitting there saying, yeah, but Reverend, you don't know these children today. You know, that's the problem. We don't know them. We see them walking them down the street, and whose child? We don't know them. They living next door to us. We don't know them.
Amen. Amen.
Our grandchildren and children playing with them, we don't know them. You can't say nothing to nobody you don't know.
Reverend, tell it.
See, I had a crew that was up there a minute ago. I know them because they come play basketball at my house. Oh, they probably tried to slip out to go play basketball. Oh, praise God. I want y'all to help me keep an eye on my crew. Because I told them you can't play basketball at my house if you can't come to church on Sunday. We have to understand that discipline is not just a household thing, it's a community thing. And what about community? See, we don't have community because we don't want to know nobody around us. I don't know who came up with that thing that fences make good neighbors.